Hi, Phil Piplinski here with Practical Hapkido. Sorry I missed a week, maybe even two, I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to bring a technique and some concepts to you. This one is our same side number 8. Some people call it a gooseneck or an escort. It's this lock here. Again, we're starting from a starting point for you to understand the finer points of this technique or concept. Here's the way the basic technique works. Strike, and I go straight into a gooseneck, bringing 2 hands onto it. Now, how did we get here? Okay. One of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to touch this part of his wrist. It's the pinky side of his wrist with my hand. I'm going to turn it to the outside. Once I've done this, and you don't take my word for it, start playing with people. When they resist, this is a release point for the wrist. When I touch on this, I start to get it. So I start this rotation, and I'm rolling over and grabbing this while I'm stepping in. The more I rotate this, the more his elbow comes to the top. What I want to hit is this inside line where his funny bone is, okay, underneath this muscular structure. So I come in here, grab this, I strike this, and when I strike this, this hand is going to pull this elbow to my core, and you see I'm rotating my body, so this is now in my center. And then I lock, and when I lock this hand is staying here. I'm going to take my other hand. Now a lot of people do this, and I'm going to show you why I do this. I go to the fingers here. See how his body starts to move? Once I start cranking on this, I've got him there. I can escort him with this, take him to the door. If you are going to use it as an escort, don't dawdle, haul ass to the door or the exit. I can take him straight down, plant his forehead on here. Worse than that, I'll cross stance here and rotate while I do that, and he'll go flying. Okay? So, remember, this is a starting point. We have to start someplace. Touch that. I'm already sinking. I'm stepping. I rotate, strike. This hand is going to tuck this in. Another elbow strike here is a wonderful thing to do. Elbow tucked. Bring this hand to his fingers. Now I'm going to talk about why I'm doing this to his fingers. So go ahead and put me on the regular lock without the finger part of it. Do that. Boom. Boom. He's got this here. Now, he's got everything pretty well tucked. His elbows are tucked, but he doesn't have this. Now I'm out. Cops never taught this either. When you get that under and then you take these fingers on top, not only does it have this, but I can't get my fingers, I used to be able to get out of this. Now I can't get out of it anymore. You put your hands back up on here like this, I'm out all the time. You've got to cover these fingers if you want to keep this. Now, I said that was a starting point. Face that way. It's also known as an escort, third-party intervention. I can come in here and go, oh, let's go. And not dawdle, take their butt to the door. What did I do here? I slid down and found the hand. So I'm lightly grabbing here while I'm pulling down, and I'm going to find the big part of the hand. And the reason it's important to do that, because when I do that, I end up with my hand right here, the webbing of my hand at his wrist. That's my fulcrum. Here's my pull, here's my push. When you come up on somebody and you tug on their arm, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to pick their arm up. It's just a natural course. Well, guess what? I'm pulling his elbow in to that place of tuck, and I'm back onto the fingers. Now I'm escorting, I'm throwing, planting his face on the concrete, whatever the case may be. But it's this fulcrum we need on that. If I don't get this right and he pulls out, boink, I just roll him back in, do an arm bar. Come back, another lock, transition. I've got even another gooseneck. Still the same basic concept. But it's that elbow tucked in here, cinch everything down. So, hopefully that'll help you. There's more than one way to skin a cat. This is one of my ways of doing this technique. I like this additional elbow strike in here. We've got this. When I come in and strike, this elbow is going to strike in here while I tuck this down and then complete my lock on this. So we can do that from the same side. I can do third-party intervention and put them into that. I can transition to it from another lock should something fail. As an added, do with this, if you're trying to put an arm bar on somebody for real and it's not working, don't fight to try to make it work. If something's failing, bail on it and start striking. Do something different. Don't try to make something work that's not working for you. So hopefully this will be helpful for you in some aspects. You can do all this stuff on the ground as well as you can stand up. So train smart, train hard. Philip Polinsky, Practical Hapkido.